This is a demonstration of the Riva quick service application. The idea here is to simply show you how easy it is to use. It's applicable for cafes, coffee shops, fast service environments, typically where the customer prepays for his goods and services and collects them afterwards. So we start off the components of the system. We've got obviously a touchscreen, which everyone's familiar with, I think, these days. Over here we've got a QSR, a device for the kitchen which can show the items that have been ordered, splitting them between food and drinks. In this case we've got this set up for the coffee area and all cold drinks. Over on the printer, over on this side, we have the ability to print all of the food orders that might be going to the grill or any other parts of the kitchen. So it's a pretty simple conceptual system, and it is extremely easy to use and very widely used overseas. So if we start off with the terminal, we can see a login, and we're logging in by code there, by PIN number. But we could also use a card, which we will do later on as a manager. Screen's broken up into categories, thank you. So as Charlie touches each of those particular devices, you can see the items that sit underneath those categories. So if we go to hot drinks, what we've got on that screen is the various types of coffee, and at the top part of the screen you will see we can have large or small as an indication of what is required. The pricing of the product is dependent on the size, so by selecting the small or the large we are predetermining the cost of the item, which is nice and simple. Coffee is an item that has a lot of modifiers, and by taking the item and ordering it down the bottom, in this case we've got the modifiers displayed on the screen. So we can select whatever is required. That's a pretty expensive cup of coffee, but we're up to $9.20 there for a regular cappuccino, large cappuccino with the different modifiers. Charlie will order that now, send it through to the KDS, and you can see over here on the screen the items have come up, so we can see exactly what is outstanding on that particular order at this time. If we go back and order some food, you'll see as we go in this case we've got sandwiches and burgers, things of that nature. So if we order a chicken burger, it simply takes that particular order. If we send that order now and order it to the kitchen, it will go straight through to the printer, which is obviously at another part of the cafe or the restaurant. So in being able to manage your items between food preparation and drink preparation, it makes the whole process of getting the order to the customer a lot easier. Very intuitive, very easy to use. We've got some smart options that are also in the system for meal deals, so that if you turn around and want to make a meal deal, it will add the additional items to that particular order at the special price that's related. So it also can sense if I have a customer that turns around and orders 3 individual items which would collectively make up a meal deal, it will automatically be smart enough to price it over at the meal deal price, making sure the customer is in fact happy. So we again are able to scroll up and down, as Charlie just did, looking at the chit that is showing on the screen. We can, at this stage, send the order, or we can still make a deletion of an item if we've made a mistake. By selecting it and then going in to delete it, it requires a manager's key to approve that, and then a reason for the cancellation or the cancelled order, and it's been done. So the whole management of the sale process is very simple, very easy. If we have a look at the back office, we'll see some of the...
It's on the laptop.
I can't... Can I get the manager's functions? Okay, can we go to the product mix report? And you'll see here the sort of information that's being displayed. We can see the quantity of items that are selling the most of down to the least, or we can invert that and see that by value. So we can see what is the highest selling item in terms of quantity, price, and be able to manage the business that way. If we go back and look at what else, we can see a flash report. This will give us an idea of sales by time period. So you can see that we've broken the time period into hours, but it will tell us where we are busiest and therefore where we need to make the allowance for labour. If we go back again to the daily sales report, this is the report that we will use for balancing at the end of the day. You will see there a summary of gross sales, net sales, the difference being tax and voids and any other adjustments that might have been made. And that's the report that is used each night to go to the bank. We also have the facility of integrated FPOS as well as standalone FPOS, so you can actually tie that to your credit card payments as well. Okay, stop. A couple of the other features that are worthwhile also considering. You can get a situation where a customer will place an order for a meal deal and he may want to change a component of that, a drink or something like that. In this case, Charlie will go in, select the item, it comes up with the alternate items, we'll select the alternate item and the sale is made. It is that simple. Other types of things that are difficult to manage, perhaps, are discounts. So you can see on the bottom of the screen there that we have discount dollars. It requires manager's approval, and you are able to give a dollar discount, as Charlie has just done there. Say OK, and he can or could also give a discount percentage. So you have the choice of being able to discount at the level of the dollar, or a percentage across the order, or in fact a percentage across an item. So any sort of combination of discounts are covered by the system. So in summary, it's a very easy system to use, it's a very intuitive system to learn, so there's no problems from a staffing point of view. You have a back office system behind this which sits on a laptop, and that will give you all the history of the sales information that has been accumulated over a period of time. You can also keep track of staff hours. The card that Charlie has been using to log on will also be used to log on from a timing point of view, and when he leaves in the course of the evening he will log off the system, giving you a total of the hours that are involved. Charlie's just brought up our drinks menu. One of the things that's nice is to have a recipe. When you've got a cocktail in this particular case, so this is obviously for a bar, you can see how the item should be presented and looked, but more importantly you can see what components go into that drink to give to the customer.
Which you can also print off here as well, so you don't have to keep returning to the terminal.
Excellent. Thank you. That's it.